Thought I'd start out here in the membership room, and it's a lot less trolls, and it feels so much smoother, and I don't know. Anyway, for some reason, I've been what are you doing now, crazy? We done played the game. Anyway, y'all, I'll take what resonates. I was watching stuff on YouTube while I was playing with baby and stuff. We was coloring and playing and getting her settled. Okay, playing with the bird, chasing it, and all that stuff, and getting her settled. And all this stuff kept coming up about Baal, Baal, the god, the lesser god Baal. Okay, so I started looking at it, and he is a god that is depicted by. He could be the combination of the three things, which is a cat, a frog, and a man. Or he could be depicted as a man bull, or he can be depicted as either a frog or a man frog or a cat frog or a man cat and the so on. Okay, and I was like, okay, so I can't believe how crazy you're acting now. Like, I don't understand why this bird's all of a sudden doing this. What? I don't know what's going on, why he's doing that. Okay. Alright, settle down. You're fixing to give a reading. What's the matter with you? Y'all take what resonates. But anyway, so I was being triggered by that. He was the first demon god that Solomon called forth, okay? And he was over 66 to 260 legions of demon spirits, okay? He has the horse voice. He has a voice that renders people invisible, whatever that means. That's what it said. That he has a horse voice that renders people invisible. That's crazy. Anyway, I thought I'd talk to y'all about that. It says, your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. That's what the energy is. What are you doing? I don't understand. He wasn't doing all this, y'all. All of a sudden. What? What is your deal all of a sudden? The other day, I put some cherry juice in a in a little measuring cup, and I put it on his little tray thing there. And he was sitting over here on the mirror, and he flew over there. He flew over there, and he was standing beside it, and he went and flew away. It was so funny, man. It was so funny. Anyway, I'll tell you what resonates, okay? Your life's special. Treat it with loving care. That's what's in the energy. Hello, hey, how are you doing? I thought I'd start out in the membership reading this morning because I just don't want to deal with the trolls. I'm just tired of it. But anyway, I was talking about the Baal, the demon Baal. He was the first demon god that was called upon by Solomon. You know, because Solomon called all these demons. He had a ring, and it was a special gift through the ancestors. And he called all the demons to tell them their grievances. Okay. Yeah, I've been awake for a while now because baby got here around 5. But me and her's been coloring and playing and dancing and reading books and chasing the bird, playing with the bird. And he's wanting me to do it again, but I don't know what his deal is. He's wild. Anyway, I was talking about that. Oh, but he called him forth, and Baal's got a voice of a horse that can render people invisible for whatever reason that is. It's 8:44 here, so we got 3 hours difference on it. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the reading. I hope you had a good rest and you feel good and that. And we're gonna see what we got. We got some kind of new ideas, some kind of creative forces coming in. Keep your eye on the goal. You're on the right path, okay? It's telling you to keep your eyes on the goals, okay? Let's take what resonates, see what the cut says. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming down. It's just something to do with your destiny, quick movement, all the sudden movement. Take action on your ideas, and life is moving ahead. You're taking charge. Somebody's being gung-ho. That's 8 and a 3, which is an 11. This Queen of Wands. You're about to take the reins of your life. Okay? You're taking action. And you can always call your natural confidence. It says, changes, contributions, rebirth, truth, and fairness is coming in. It says, opening to communication groups and growth. It says stability, form, foundation, control, and organization. Getting things organized, getting things set up and prepared, okay? Because they keep trying to throw you these curveballs, but you're doing the very best you can. You're all by yourself, okay? And they keep trying to put this doubt on you, okay? But you can do it, okay? God knows you can. He's going to make sure of it. So take what resonates, okay? Let me move this out of the way. Whoa. Dang it, I knew that was going to happen. I apologize. My apologies. I knew that stupid crap was going to happen. Because the stupid stand is messed up. Okay, we're just going to have to, like... Wowzers. We're going to have to, like... I don't know, I might have to compromise. And just hold it up like this and show you all the cards. Maybe I can do it something like this. Take what resonates, okay? It is what it is. Y'all hit that bell notification when you come in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get on with the show, man. I don't like it being that like that. It don't feel comfortable. Now it's like right on top of it. God, dog. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can do it. I don't want it to pop loose. Hold on. I might have to move that back further. Daggum, man. My stand gotta be messed up. Great. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, let's see. There we go. That's the best as I'm gonna get right there with it. Alright, take what resonates, y'all. This Queen of Wands, you're manifesting. Your life is so special. You need to live up to your potential, okay? And understand that God is with you, and encouraging you to live up to that potential, okay? Look, could be for Cancer, someone you're very adaptable. You recover pretty quickly from things that go on, okay? But you really got to control your emotions, your emotional feelings about it, how you looking at it through your emotions, okay? Taking control of your life. It says, the Hanged Man, look at the world from a different perspective. Ace of Pentacles, okay? It says, wait, you're waiting on something. You're waiting on this divine money, period. The time is right to take action on your ideas. I'm telling you, the time is right. It keeps saying the time is right. Look at this. Bottom of the deck right here. You're going to collaborate with someone. That's a 3103. What else collectors need to know about this? The surrender and waiting on this money. What is going on? Somebody's fixing to bring you some type of money. Some kind of offer. You've been asked to wait on this. Man, I swear it's something to do with a Cancer and maybe a Taurus. A Taurus wants to give you some type of relief. A relief from this. From some kind of stressful situation. Worrying doesn't change anything. Decide your next steps. Okay, it says strength, deeper meaning, optimism, and selfishness. Think about you. Think about what's the highest good for you. From 9 swords to 10 swords. Somebody's going to talk to you. They're going to bring in, it says final manifestation. This is the final manifestation. Completion, The results of true will. The Six of Pentacles is the results of your true will. Keep your eyes on the goal, it's telling you, okay? You're on the right path. You need to just surrender and allow God to do its thing right now. That's exactly what it's saying. You're in the midst of recovery. It keeps showing me 6 and a 9, y'all. That's Cancer. Look, some kind of choosing you, choosing self, and not choosing to make yourself a sacrifice. Because you do that, you have a very big tendency to make yourself a sacrifice for the highest good. You put responsibilities on yourself that you need to step back from now. Okay? You did what you were supposed to do, and now it's time to look in another direction. Okay? But you're going to receive some type of money out of nowhere, because God keeps telling you to surrender and show and love yourself and love God, your faith. I'm telling you, he keeps telling you to surrender on this new beginning that is happening. Okay, you really got to release some type of connection or attachment that you've wanted to receive some type of results about. You need to release that attachment to that. It says all life's answers are within you. Wisdom, solitude, inner truth, divine inspiration, enlightenment. It says selfishness, integration, and attainment. You're about to receive this, and it's for just you. They're telling you to hold on to it, and look, you're going to be the boss. You're going to invest it in yourself. You're going to invest this money in yourself, collective. I'm telling you. They're asking you to be selfish. Think of self. I'm telling you. Look back on what all you've achieved and set new goals. Planning progress, perseverance, diligence, reflection, necessity, and remembering. I'm telling you, they're telling you to look out for your own self right now. Control, mastery, investigations, and responsibilities. Something to do with a Taurus. I keep noticing the Taurus. That's crazy. I started out with talking about ball, too. Somebody's strength. You're gaining it. Look, your faith is so strong, collective. I'm telling you, look, you're so good with God. You're extraordinary. Your faith is so strong. Keep the faith. Look how golden this is. That's extraordinary. You're gifted. You're gifted. You're here to help the world. I'm telling you, you're here to help the world. It says 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of 6s and 9s. Look, you're here to help the world. When I said the world, there you are. You're bigger than what this little community is. You understand me? You're more than what this 10 of Cups is. You're here to help the world. You're here. You got a message for the world to hear. I'm telling you, because you're extraordinary. You and somebody else. Y'all do this work. Gung-ho. Y'all are both brave. This person's been watching you. They say you're the perfect fit. They're about to come towards you. Give you some type of freedom. They're going to put you on a stage, on a world stage. There may be challenges ahead, but you can face them. It says competition, challenge, struggle, advantage, gain, overcoming, defense, and perseverance. It says finding control, willpower, investigations, and responsibility. Again, it says those same things again. Investigations. Get the big picture. You see the big picture. Somebody's a fan of yours. I promise you. They're about to come bring this. They've been holding this to give it to somebody. Divine's been showing them who to give it to. It's you. I'm telling you. Focus on your goals and bring great success. Some type of opportunity, loyalty, courage, curiosity, and eagerness. Tell me who this is. Who's bringing this? Because this is coming from, I mean, we are in the human realm, okay? We are in the 3D realm. So this is coming from somebody, from somewhere, okay? Let me move this card. Just know that you're very divinely loved. You're very special. You understand? You're a divine vessel. Get that. Understand that. You're a divine vessel for God. And He's about to show you something. You're bigger than this community. You're meant for something bigger. You understand? It says, you have earned every one of your successes. Progress, confidence, conquest, public recognition, and triumph. It says, finding solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy. You're going to get some kind of fresh start because you're bigger than this little fucked up community that keeps trying to attack you. You're being protected. Look, it's your destiny. To move forward, to move up, to leave it behind, to walk away. It's your destiny. Because there's something ahead that's waiting for you. So who's bringing this the way forward? It says, God. Serendipity. God's bringing this. God's hand is doing all of this. There's got to be a human involved somehow. It says 5 of Pentacles. A Taurus. A Taurus and a Cancer, y'all. I'm telling you, that's all it's been showing me. There was other cards that fell out, and all I kept seeing was that Taurus symbol and that Cancer symbol. Look, some kind of combination coming together and mixing. The mixing group of the two is a perfect combination. A Taurus and a Cancer. They're all about beauty and shiny things, and they're abundant. They're very abundant, and they're very charming and beautiful as well. But they like to look at beauty. They like to see beauty in front of them. Okay, and the Cancer's all dreamy, mystical, mystery. They have a mysterious beauty about them. They're kind of closed off, but they're very open at the same time, and it drives a Taurus crazy. Somebody's in love with you. Telling you. Surrendering. Look at the world from a different perspective. There's somebody that says, reach out for the help you need when you need it. Something on the bottom. Somebody's going to come and act. They seen you on a stage. Dancing? Somebody might have seen you dancing. Look, they want to pay you for something. All these 3s. This is crazy. Alright, tell me what collector needs to know. Because something that cycles over with the 10 of Wands. It says the moon in reverse. It says trifling mistake. Oh, it says a truth, a deception recognized, a consciousness and clarity is coming to you. There's a deeper meaning coming out. It says truth, deception recognized. And that's why Collective's getting that. Look, because you shine the light on something. It says all life's answers are within you. It says divine inspiration for this Queen of Pentacles, this Emperor magic. Who's this Emperor? This Emperor's been worried. Look, he's the devil. It's something about a mixture. Keep hearing something about a mixture. This Emperor's the devil, y'all. Using magic. Oh, this Queen of Pentacles is ideas and work. You shine the light on this magic. Oh, you see this hermit right here? shining the light down on this magician. You're looking right at the emperor, saying it's him. It's him. He's the devil. Look at this. You're looking directly. Lord, I'm going to have to take this off of here and show y'all. Because I want y'all to see it. Wait a minute. Maybe I can do it like this. I can show you better. Okay. Ah, shit. Alright. See how they're looking? See how that hermit's looking? She's the hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You got the magician and the emperor, and you got the devil that come out. It's this emperor and the devil come out, okay? This hermit is shining the light right down on this magic. She's looking right at him. You see that? And there's a struggle. Someone's peeking around the struggle. Someone's been watching something. Watching this money right here. Something about hanging on a tree, a money tree. That look, something about you are very abundant here. And this person is trying to stop it. Can you see that? Look, and you're standing on a stage exposing it. You see how you're standing on a stage exposing all of this? Look, you were alone, doing something alone. You're struggling alone, okay? You come up with this idea to go on stage or something. You started exposing this shit. I'm telling you. And somebody's been trying to interfere with your divine opportunity. They see you as a money tree. Someone's making money off of you. Like they've been making, like it almost looks as if somebody was making bets on something. Like they were taking attempts on your life or some shit. And they were making bets whether or not you were going to survive it or some shit like that. You know, that's crazy. That's wild. Okay, I want to make sure that it's not going to pop off of there. Wow, this is crazy. How this stupid thing. But I had to show y'all that like that. I kind of like doing it like that, but I can't hold it and shuffle cards, okay? So y'all take where it resonates. What the hell? Okay, so let's keep going. What the hell's going on with this? We'll take these cards right here. Because somebody's trying to stop you from getting this new start. But look, deception is being exposed. Someone's trying to stop you. You were struggling alone. There was no help in sight. God gave you inspiration. You decided to investigate something. Okay, but you got up on a stage first. And people started watching you. There was people that was watching you. Okay? And they have some kind of proof that you're right. I'm telling you. You were being somebody's money. This emperor was making money off of you somehow. Because you're a star. But you're not making the money that you should be making. Okay? You're not getting what recognition that you should be getting. Okay? Something's about to change about that. Look at this. People are trying to cloak you. They're trying to do what you do, but they can't do it like you. I'm telling you. You're about to be celebrated, though. This is a group of witches, I promise. It has something to do with magic and witches. It said that emperor was using magic to steal from you through them witches. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. They're all around you. Usually in these businesses, all these little businesses. Probably in a restaurant. Restaurant business is a big one for them. A lot of times they'll be in like a teaching profession. Because they want to influence the children. You understand? Y'all ever seen that movie, The Witches? Go watch it. Look, they was trying to take this money. There's fixing to be a bust or a raid. Someone's made a decision. It says this Queen of Wands has made a decision to put it to an end. You're calling your power back to you. Calling back your power like Power Rangers. Like He-Man. I have the power. I'm telling you, calling your power back to you. You're not backing down on this. 2, 3, 4. This is justice. 2, 3, 4. And then it says, use your intuition, set your moral compass. Truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, balance, fairness, and accountability. Need to balance priorities and decisions. This is need to balance priorities with making decisions. Stability, form, foundation, control, and organization. Seek for change and opposition, investigate, and willpower. There's group trying to... Something to do with this community is about to get busted. They're about to fall because somebody's... They see all the injustice. You brought it to light on your whatever, social media. You might have went to them and talked to them. You brought all this injustice to light. You told them where it was coming from. It was coming from witchcraft. They said, I don't know what to do about witchcraft. You said, well, you better get to fucking looking into it because this world's about to change. You better get to looking into it. It's called attempted murder. That's what you call it. When they are all trying to take one person's life. When all of them are collectively trying to take one person's life. In whatever form that may come in. They're trying to take all of their like belongings, trying to make them be out in the cold, literally, damaging their car, affecting their workplaces when they've done nothing wrong, those types of things. That's an attempt on somebody's life. That's an attempt on trying to take somebody's life. If you agree, put something down in the comments. Look at this. Somebody's world's about to be turned around completely. Yours and theirs. Because they thought they was getting away with all this. They thought they was arrogant and... they thought they was getting away with all this. They picked you, collective. They picked you because they seen you alone and struggling. They picked you. They picked the wrong damn one. It says, these people are about to fail, I'm telling you. Something's unfinished. Something is about to come through. Because strength is... Your extraordinary gifts are shining through. You keep on putting out these clues and these answers. The truth. To this community. And this community can't deny that you're telling the truth. There's a whole community that's judging this. And now they're fighting. Now they're in a fight. That's what's going to cause... Because... There's people that are disagreeing with what these people decide in their vote. Okay? They had a vote on what to do about collective. You're bossing up. I'm telling you, you're so bossing up. They're telling you you're fine, okay? That you're bossing up and you're about to receive some type of recognition, but you may be moving forward away from this. This type of work. That might be part of it, that they want you to not speak on this. On what they've done. You understand? Now, you're going to be left with a decision. Is that the highest good? Is that what the highest good would be? Might be. They're telling you to think of self. Don't worry about the rest. Because they weren't worried about you. The Spirit's telling you to think about self. Somebody may be preparing a place for you to go to squash all of this. Because you're right on. You're very, very gifted. Okay? And somebody may want you to just to squash it and move forward and move on. Because it's causing other people's lives to be in danger. Because they're against what they're doing to you. You may be going to some other type of out into the world to do something and leave this petty stuff that's going on here up to God. And they may be asking you, hey, I got this place prepared for you. Yes, you're right about everything. But you know how much chaos it's going to cause Well, it's for the highest good. You understand? Oh, I'd like to go to Scotland. That'd be awesome. Heck, at this point, I'd like to go to Canada. I'm just not a cold person, and if America turns to Greenland, we gotta move to Greenland, I'm gonna be like, oh shit! Can't handle the cold. I don't like cold weather, y'all. I'm not a cold person. Look, somebody's trying to avoid a disaster. Give you some type of option out. Trying to give you some kind of way out. Because you're facing, like, something that... I'm telling you, somebody's trying to give you a way out. Okay, so you're facing some type of decision. You're going to be facing a decision very shortly because someone's prepared something to offer to you in order for you to squash all of this. But you know what? You didn't bring all this up. They put themselves in your energy. You understand? You didn't ask for none of this. They came in for attack. They came for attack on you. Okay? You innocent. They came for attack on you. So you're going to have a decision to make. Spirit keeps saying to do what's best for you. Because they got whatever going on. They got that under control. We're going to say it's like a Lot thing. You know, a Lot. You know, Lot and Sarah. Okay. Well, they had the choice. They could stay there in that squander and that filth and all that perversion. Okay. She wanted to stay. Okay. But because Lot is who he is and his bloodline and who he is, the angel said it was best for him to go. That if she wanted to stay, she could. And he said, honey, will you leave with me? Come on. Will you go with me? And she was like, yeah. And then when she got like to a point, she turned around and was like in like tempted to go back. So she turned into a pillar of salt. Okay? Because it was better for that to happen than her to just burn right there in front of Lot. But Lot knew why, and he didn't turn around to look back. He knew that when she turned around and looked back, he knew immediately that her heart wasn't there. Okay? Her heart wasn't with God. You understand? But God has like said, okay, maybe it's time for you to go because this whole town's about to be destroyed. You understand? The area, wherever you've been living in, you've done shook the dust and you hadn't left. It says you're going to get new resources. It says defining yourself and new resources. You're ginormous. You're meant for the world stage. You're not meant for this little tiny little shit here. I'm telling you. It says defining yourself. Okay, let's find out what these star dragons want to say. What does a star dragon want to say to collective? I love these membership only ones sometimes because it just feels so light. I can't even explain it. It feels very light to do these readings in here. Okay. It says dominance. It says believing in yourself. I believe in myself. Ain't nobody else going to. Taking back your power. That is definitely calling your power and standing in your power and knowing who you are. So, I want to know what is collective should collective do? Step up for the highest good of the people in this community, or just leave? Because they're going to present you with an opportunity to just leave and squash it. Now, I think that might be your best bet. It says grief, accepting loss. Yep, you're going to do that. They're going to give you some type of reward, and they got something prepared They're going to say, you can go here, you can do this, and you can do that, and you can do this, and this is here, and we're going to set it up. You can just move on. You're going to accept that. It says culmination of completion and renewal. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. They're going to bring you an offer that is for the highest good, because collective, all this keeps telling you that you're meant for something higher. Lot was meant for something higher because he had to have a baby. Okay? He was meant, that was his little mission in this world. He had to have a baby to keep the bloodline going. He couldn't do it with Sarah because she was an unequal yoke. You understand? he had the higher mission, not her. Her heart was not with God. Lot just believed the angels. He just trusted the angels and didn't look back. And they're telling you that you're going to move forward, that whatever's happened in this and whatever's going on around in the area, the community that you're in, someone has seen. It looks like the community has seen it, and they're down to taking votes on what to do about you. And this person's like, this is serious. This is serious. Okay, so they went and prepared something to offer to you, and Spirit's telling you to take that offer. Look, because they care about you. Look, they're bringing in some kind of money. They're going to tell you, yeah, you're absolutely right, but can you go somewhere else and do it? You think you might could go somewhere else and be talented because you're fucking driving this community crazy. I swear. Someone's setting up, this divine is setting this up. But listen, I'm going to tell you, you may think that's accepting not getting justice, but you'll see that as soon as you're gone, as soon as you get out of the way, soon as God prepares this place and someone offers it to you, you take that opportunity. When you're out of the way, this town is going to be destroyed by brimstone and fire. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, because it's perverse. And you're going to be moved out of the way to do it. God's going to move you out of the way. He's going to provide you a place to get out of the way when all this goes down, because your life will be in danger when all these motherfuckers start going down. They're going to all want to kill you because you exposed them. Look, somebody's went and prepared you something. They said these motherfuckers is taking votes on how to kill collective. Like, because they're in the midst of the secret society. So they know all of it's going on. And they're going, these motherfuckers, collective ain't done shit. Nothing. Like, he's looking at it going, like, they're trying to expose us all by attacking her. What the fuck? Like, he's tripping. Wheel of Fortune. You're going to accept this, and you're going to be able to go do it on your own. That's where you're going to meet this equal energy. I'm telling you. You're going to accept. It's going to be kind of like a safe house, but you're not going to be in like the skies. They're just going to get you away from this fucked up energy that's here to a place that you're going to be safe and that you can live and not have to worry about that kind of shit. I'm telling you. You're going to accept it and you're going to meet somebody there. It's going to be serendipity. It's a perfectly equal, even balance of somebody else that's coming in. I'm telling you. Me too. I'm ready for whatever's coming. You're gonna know the sign, okay? But you need to be patient until it happens, because I keep wanting to fight or flight, and then I'm like, oh God, just wait. You know what I'm saying? I keep wanting to just say, fuck all this shit. It says in my Bible, just fucking leave it there and go. And I keep wanting to put my car store up, and I'm like, well, I need to hold off, because need to do something about that while I got all this crap here. I start looking at it, because Spirit starts talking to me. Look, some kind of big tower moment for this King of Wands. He realized something about you. He's going to give it all to you. I promise. He's going to give it all to you. Queen of Swords. He's went put something. God's making this birthright come to you without you realizing. I'm telling you. God's making this birthright come to you. And no matter what, if God has it prepared for you, you've got to forget about what form that it's coming in. Like, you've got to forget about that it's got to come in this form, or it's got to come in from the people who took from me, or whatever. I'm telling you, somebody is doing something for your highest good, and Spirit's telling you to think of self. And if you, what is truly good for your highest good is truly good for others. You're being removed out of the, you're going to be given you may not think it when you see whatever it is that you're going to. You may not think it, but whenever you get in there and you start, like, making it your home, you're going to feel a whole different about it. Okay? I'm telling you. You're moving up. Elevating. Alright, give me an outcome with these star cards. You're going to be in a place that this community's going to just love you. You're going to enjoy it. You're really, really going to be... Okay. There's a star, and then there's a star. Okay? Alright, so there's a star that everybody wishes they could be like. Everybody wishes they was like that star. Okay? Everybody wants to be that star. So there's a lot of envy and jealousy and darkness thrown at that star. Okay? But then there's a star that everybody embraces your uniqueness. They don't want to be like you. They want to learn from you. And that's a beautiful star. That's a star that can heal a community. That's a star that can bring closeness and togetherness. You understand? And these people are going to, wherever you're going, you're going to be like the boss, okay? And they're just going to just shower you with adoration and your gifts. They're going to just embrace you, okay? Like a big old hug. I'm telling you. Now, when you make these wishes about being a star or what have you, then you need to put the boundaries on them. You know what I'm saying? This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is coming to you, darling. Look, just surrender. Boss up. You're going to be the boss of something. It is in your destiny. You're going to go. You're going to receive this gift of some type of opportunity. You're going to use these gifts and you're going to invest. Not going to squander the money. You're going to invest in your own self. You may get this house or what have you, and then you're going to make a business out of it. For, like, say for instance me. I can start doing personal readings at my own place and have a space for it instead of being in like a place like this where all the neighbors can hear every fucking thing about someone's private business that I'm giving a reading to. So I don't do personal readings here at all because of that. Because I'm giving them their advice and stuff on their questions. You know, and all these nosy neighbors will use it against them. Pretty much, bottom line. I'm not one to do that. Okay, we got the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You are the perfect fit. You're about to be celebrated. God has planned this. This is the outcome, y'all. It is 10 Cups, Hangman, Queen of Pentacles, 10 Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Love yourself and you're going to be loved. Love yourself. Quit doubting yourself. Embrace the shit out of your gifts, man. I'm telling you, you're about to be flying high. You're moving to a place where you are going to be totally and completely accepted away from this hillbilly fucking mafia witch crew. That's what this is. Y'all know the hillbilly mafia is so involved in child pedophilia, whatever. Yeah, go look it up. Y'all will be surprised. Y'all will be surprised. Blow your mind. Y'all think that I'm making that word up, don't you? You think I'm making the word up, hillbilly mafia? What did I do with this? This deck of cards. The hell did I do with this deck of cards? You got the, oh, there it is. First message out. Yeah, there's more witches than anybody would possibly think. And the thing about it is, it's the law is involved with them, okay? So my cousin's a witch. So years and years and years and years and years ago, we hung out and stuff, okay? And she's a witch. She was just starting to practice it or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I cared about her. And I was like, what are you doing? You know? And I was looking what she was doing at shit, okay? And she had this little book. And this book had names of witches. It's crazy. And these are top tier level people I'm talking about. These are people that were in Congress. These are people that are teachers, doctors, lawyers. It was come from her dad. Because y'all remember I told y'all her dad was some type of warlock or something. But he turned his life over to God before he died. And became a preacher. But she got that book from him because his sister was real deep into that dark witchcraft or whatever, okay? And that book had all kinds of names of all these, like, leaders of the world that are into witchcraft, okay? So I'm going to tell y'all plain and do not misunderstand. I'm going to say it plain as I possibly can. The law is nothing but covenants and secret bonds and cover-ups and the law is the biggest. The government and the law, they do it really to a level it's disgusting. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, this William Riley, he was talking about how Trump controlled. This was a child. This was a groom's child. He was groomed to deal with all this stuff and you know, become numb and to become one of them. He was groomed to do that, but he kept fighting it. Okay. Well, anyway, Trump knew his family really well. Okay. And he would be like sold to people, like he might be sold to the country, the hillbilly mafia, for like a month. And they just abuse and beat him, throw him down, and shit like that for like a month, okay? And so he was sold to Trump all the time. Trump picked him all the time, okay? And him and Trump would just be sitting there like talking and what have you, and Trump would just reach over and choke him until he passed out. And then like the boy would recover, like they might put smelling salts or something under his nose. And he would do it again immediately after the boy like kind of recovered and like what's going on. Then Trump would do it again to terrorize him over and over and over and over again. He said he did it like 21 times or something one day. And he thought that he had actually killed the boy, but he didn't. This is coming from a victim's mouth. This is coming straight from a victim's mouth. Okay? But they do these things. They don't participate. Some of them don't participate in like the sexual acts. Some of them only participate in the beatings and the mutilations and stuff like that. Okay, because it's all about the children, y'all. It is all about the children, and these people have manipulated it to make like children don't have feelings, children don't have thought, children can't, you know, how can you take the word of a child? And, you know, it really, really, like, took away the children's voice. They've taken away the children's voice. You know. Yeah, don't be friendly with them. Don't be fucking friendly with them witches. They ain't friendly with you. You just, they acting like they friendly with you. They trying to pull off your innocent energy, your naive energy, your open energy. Because you're open to let them come around you. They don't like you though. They'll feed the fuck off of you. And all the time say these little remarks like putting you in a competition with them. Like they might say some type of remark like, oh, your hair looks nice or something like that. And you'd be like, okay, thank you. And then they'll say something like, yeah, my boss was trying to, you know, make moves on me. You know, you're like, okay, like, why are you telling me this? Because they're envious because your hair looks nice. You look pretty and they want to like make themselves look like they're an object of someone's eye. Because you're like, what? Like, you might want to turn that shit into the fucking, you know, to the damn corporation, to the corporate. You know, go to HP or something. You know, you start saying shit like that to them. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers done the most though, and somebody's gonna come in and put a stop to it. Sorry, y'all, because they know. But it's gonna be a tough decision. But you know what decision to make, because Spirit just told you, choose self. Choosing self is going to be for the highest good. Because God's going to handle the rest. Okay, I want you to really understand. Okay, I got the Bible out, so he's going to tell you. He's going to handle the rest. Give it to him. It says Jonah. Jonah's anger and God's kindness. He's going to handle the rest. It says, Jonah 4. It says, but it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he became angry. So he prayed to the Lord and said, ah, Lord, was not this what I said when I was still in my country? Therefore I fled previously to Tarshish. For I know that you are a gracious and merciful God, slow to anger and abundant in loving kindness, one who relents from doing harm. Therefore now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. Boy, this right here triggering me. It says, because I'll tell you, maybe I'll tell you in a minute. It says, then the Lord said, is it right for you to be angry? Jonah went out in the city and sat on the east side of the city. There he made himself a shelter and sat under it in the shade, till he might see what would become of the city. And the Lord God prepared a plant and made it come up over Jonah. It says, that it might be shade for his head, to deliver him from his misery. So Jonah was very grateful for the plant. But as morning dawned the next day, God prepared a worm, and it so damaged the plant that it withered. And it happened, when the sun rose, that God prepared a venomous east wind, and the sun beat on Jonah's head, so that he grew faint. Then he wished death for himself and said, it is better for me to die than to live. Then God said to Jonah, is it right for you to be angry about the plant? And he said, is it right for me to be angry even to death? But the Lord said, you have had pity on the plant for which you have not labored, nor made it grow, which came up in the night and perished in the night. And should I not pity Navia? It says, that great city in which are more than 120,000 persons, who cannot discern between their right hand and their left, and much livestock. So He's showing Jonah. Jonah's hoping for disaster for the city. Okay. Because he did all of this, let me tell you. He did all of this. He told God, "These people ain't gonna listen to me. They're not gonna listen to me. Why are you sending me there? They're not gonna listen to me." So he turned his back on God, and he went and tried to flee. So those people where he went, it caused a great uproar with those fishermen on that boat, and they was like, "What the hell? Won't you call your God and tell your God?" He's like, "It's me. Throw me overboard. Just go on and throw me overboard." Okay? Because God has a purpose for him, so he's not going to let him die. You understand? God has a purpose for Jonah. He's like, "It's me. Just throw me overboard." And that happened in your life too. Just throw me overboard. Okay? But you were still protected through it. You were still protected, and you were sitting in the belly of a whale going, "What the fuck?" Okay? So then you ended up going to the town where you were being told not... You were being told that that's where you needed to go and show God's hand in the world. Okay? You're a messenger of showing God's hand. Bringing truth and light. Okay? To the area, what have you. Okay? Even if they reject you. Because these people rejected Jonah, and he was pissed off about it. He was like, "Look, you don't have me in the belly of the whale. You have me thrown off a boat. I told you these people weren't going to listen to me. I told you that they weren't going to listen to me." He said, "Well, that's neither here nor there. I told you to go." Okay? So then he went, and they didn't listen. And God said, "Okay, well, go out here, go out to the wilderness," because Jonah got pushed out of that city. Okay? He got pushed out of that city. He said, "Okay, I want you to go out on the wilderness." So Jonah picked a place high on a hill where he could look down on that city and pray destruction over it. Okay? I know you can relate, collective. Don't feel guilty for it, okay? Don't feel guilty for relating to what I'm saying to you. Feel like Jonah. Okay. He's like, "Well, damn. I guess it's better for me just to die out here all alone in the cold in the wilderness. So I should just die because they kicked me out. They rejected me. When I was with people that agreed with me. I was with people that cared about me. Okay, and now here I sit out here on this hill looking at this city down here that's nothing being done. And you sent me all the way, put me through all that hell to get to me here." So then he grew him a plant while he slept. And he grew him a plant, and he was grateful for the plant. He was like, "Oh, rewards. Oh, I get rewards. Hold on. Then he took the plant away. Okay? And then that was to give Jonah the knowledge that you don't have to understand what God is doing, but there is a whole people down there that need to be protected. But you did your step. You went and you planted the seed. Okay? You went and planted the seed. And now it's time for you to go. God will handle the harvest of it, the growth of it, that and that and that. But it's time to go away because the seed is planted. He's going to protect the ones in that community that deserve it. Because he's talking about it right here. You want me to destroy that city for 10 people where there's 500 there? Don't worry about it, Jonah. I'm going to take care of it. You went and planted my seed that I needed to plant. Because now he's going to work on the community to take down that 10 people. The community will turn and take down that 10 people for God. You did your work. Now be on your way and don't be trying to pray destruction over the town. God, give it to God and let him do what he's doing. You don't have to understand why he's sending you somewhere that you feel that you don't feel like that you need to be there. He said you do. He said he don't care if you sit there and just talk till you're blue in the face and nobody responds. You're touching people's hearts. You're feeling it. They're feeling it in their souls. And you can feel like that you're just going nowhere. You're just on the fucking hamster wheel. But you're moving and shaking things in God's time. Understand your worth. This is all about your worth. You're very special. Okay? You're very special. And your whatever small task you may think is small could be this huge, huge, huge seed for God's big plan. Understand that. Know your worth. You understand? I'll be right back. Because he thought it was insignificant. Those people were going to ignore him, and nobody was going to receive the message. And I'm going to say this too. Hold on. And look, I want to say this too. And even though he never got to see the results of his actions, he had to lose the expectations of the results of his actions because he says, did you grow this plant or did I? Oh, wait, you're angry about the plant. Wait. Okay, you're angry about the plant. But yet, you didn't grow it. You didn't even plant the seed there. And I provided you shade. I provided you protection. And then I took it away. Because that's what I can do. God's showing him that's what I can do. Okay? This is how powerful I am. I can do this. Okay? And he was like, yeah. He was like, and you don't have to understand why. I'm telling you, God's going to make a way for you to be able to leave. Because later on, what Jonah did in this town that he went to, the people of Nineveh, what Jonah actually did make a difference later on. Okay? Because one person heard Jonah. One person heard his voice. The message that God had to give. And they took action. God's earth help your mood. I'm fixing to smoke a little bit more. I was just getting choked up. Jonah 4 is on page 411, y'all. Information. So, you know how it keeps telling you you're going to receive, open your ear chakras, open your ear chakras. Y'all know how it keeps telling you to open your ear chakras? There is a message right there I'm trying to tell you. Open your ear chakra and hear it. Alright, what else collector need to hear before I get on these letters? Cosmic insight. What the hell? That's crazy. So, when I was watching that shit about the... Here goes the spiritual burst. Y'all pay attention now. I'm very much in the energy, y'all. I'm very much in it. Okay? I'm telling you. I was talking about ball this morning, and I had wrote down some stuff. When I was looking for something to write down some stuff, I started flipping through this notebook because, you know, I'm very much a scribbler, and Spirit writes it down for me pretty much. Okay, so I wrote that down. So, the book was just laying here open. Okay? This is... Anyway, this is the top 14 law schools, uniformed police officers. Top T14. It's called T14. That that they go to these elite schools. Okay? And it says Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Duke, NYU, Cornell, University of Michigan, Northwestern U, Georgetown U, University of Chicago. It says rang out. It says University of Pennsylvania, UC Berkeley, Columbia University, and Penn Law. Those are the top T14. Take that as it resonates. Does all of them sound like secret societies to you? Police where they go to school? And that. And become law officials and become sheriffs and captains and lieutenants and that. Most of them are what? It's a family affair? Come on now. Let's get with it. Right? I know there's a movie that had Marky in it talking all about this Irish mafia police force. Y'all remember? Oh no, maybe it's your DNA that's saving your life. I don't know. I got Irish blood. For sure. Tell me what cosmic insight, Guardian. It says, a lost loved one watches over you. My lost loved one is Jesus Christ. Because the dead's sleeping. Something about an air signs coming in to hand something. Or to receive something. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they'll be back. They went to rest. And they come into some type of money. They went to prepare this house for you, collective. They're going to ask you to move in with them. Or move there. They're going to give this to you. That's the cosmic insight. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Honeymoon phase. Attending someone's wedding. But they're making a place. Give it time. They want to communicate with you. It's about moving. They went somewhere. It says, look, someone's watching over you. They'll be back. They took some type of risk and went and prepared some kind of place. They want to ask you to go on some type of retreat with them. If they're giving you this building, some type of building. Look, you can get a pet. That is so funny because I love my bird. Y'all believe it or don't. He won't let me hardly touch him, but I can if I want to. Like if I really want to get him, I can. But he's funny as all get out. He's got a really great personality, and I love him, and I don't want to get rid of him. And I said, why these people wait till I get a pet? That's when they want to decide to do all this to me. Because I'll never get another pet ever for the rest of my whole life, probably, if I can't. Because I get attached. Because and that's what it said. I can get a new pet. Look. Take what resonates. Start straight up now. Tell me something. Queen of Swords. You're just waiting on somebody to come in and tell you something. Money, money, money. It says you're an heir. It says a house, lottery, inheritance, and coins. It says July 369, the number of the universe. Higher perspective. Yeah. Man, I was watching this thing, that William Riley thing. It says you're standing on firm ground. A picture, a video, snapshot using photos from social media. I am a shaman. I am a shaman. It says somebody wants you to sing. Somebody wants you to replace a fake. Someone that's not reliable. There's somebody that is like stepped into some type of role that was trying to take your place and they can't. It says, I am a soul in a human vessel. Because they're like a drug addict or on drugs or something like that. They're unreliable. They're not dedicated to the whatever it is. And someone's finding it out. It says the M on the palm means leader, healer, teacher, marks of hope and catalyst, transcendent. Expose the hidden meaning of the M in the palm by Dolores Cannon. Not a joke. You're not a joke. You're about to get recognition. Look, you're going to go on some type of vacation. Because somebody's going to tell you the truth. Who they are. Maybe give you a vehicle. Darlene, Daryl, Derek, and Darren. It says, could be the goat. It says Billy Goat Gary. What's behind that? Oh, this person's a stalker. You're about to. It says release stuff that holds you back. What is truly good for you is yours. Is also good for others. Ancestors at work at bringing some kind of birthright in for you. Welcome, corrected. That's behind the ancestors. They are. It says energetically connected. Someone named Joe or Joey. They want to offer you an opportunity. You're gonna have more than one. You're gonna have more than one. There's more than one. We're gonna call it a fan. There's more than one. One may be from your past and one may be brand spanking new. I suggest you go with the one that's brand spanking new. They're all your dreams. Don't fall into temptation. Stay strong. Don't go for the one in the past. What could you have caught? What had caused the bridge to collapse? An obsession. Don't fall for that. It sounds to me like you're going to have three options. It says Billy Goat, Billy Goat Gary. It says Darren, Derek, or Daryl or Darlene. Then it says Joey, or Joseph. There was three options. 111 when I say that. Take that as it resonates. I mean, I would go with the one I don't know nothing about. It says Archangel Metatron. Ask him. It says, on the day of judgment, men will be rendered account of every careless word they uttered. For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. Matthew 12, 36, and 37. That's an 11. Two people are getting a brand new start. It says the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Looks like you're going to receive some type of vehicle to get you to where what's been prepared for you. Like something to get you there. Where's the Life Purpose ones? Show me. Probably in this. Three Life Purpose Oracle cards. Thank you. Tell me what collective's headed towards. What is collective headed towards in their life purpose? What is collective headed towards in their life purpose? What does collective need to know? It says you're on the right path. Said it twice. What's collective need to know for the life purpose oracle cards? Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open for you. Spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain the words you write. Counseling. Looks like you're a teacher. Looks like you may write a book. Or write something. You're a teacher. Looks like you're on the right path. You're definitely a teacher. What's your life purpose? Those are the three right there. Something to do with writing and teaching. Look, I'm telling you. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Consider the career possibilities that are open for you. There's something about to jump forward, and they say you're the perfect. This all says you're an earth angel. Bringing in some type of justice. You ushered it in. Take that as it resonates. That's the three life purpose cards that the index cards wanted to show you. That's beautiful. That's what you're doing. You're already doing that. You've been doing that all your life. Now you're going to get paid for it. You're going to receive some type of recognition. And what are you doing, crazy? What are you doing way over there? He like I startled him. He went. He acted like I startled him, my bird. What are you doing? What are you doing? Tweeting there. It'll make an echo sound. At me like that. This bird's wild. He's so funny. Y'all, this bird is funny. Come here. Come here. He'll come over here and go. Ooh, look at these. Ooh, a bunch of blue to see fell off my finger into the floor. Y'all check out as it resonates. Damn, let me see how I'll be able to set this shit up. Alright, let's get this work done. So okay, so we gotta go down like this somehow or another. Nope, too far. Because this is moved. Oh, my support's moved upward. Good Lord of mercy. Okay. Whoop. My bad, y'all. Shit. I'm gonna mess with the volume. Hold on. Okay. Alright, go back here. Look at that, and got it put in there. Head to the yeah, baby. Alright, let me fire this up real quick. Let me do a good stretch and open my arms to the universe. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for that, universe. That's really good. Alright, so got a home. That's the first word I seen. Alright. Let's see it happen. Above me, above thee. Yeah, I'll take the home above thee. Above some type of, maybe could be a restaurant. CEO is eclipses, snip, pin, hip. Someone's got a pin in their hip. Okay, some kind of judgment, death. They thought they was going to die. Somebody needs some kind of help to heal because they're by themselves. Loves. Moon eclipse. Loves moon eclipse. Loves you. Okay. Able, unable to. Okay. Unable, private. Open. I thought it said misled, but it don't. Lease. House. Someone's leasing a house? Wow. Lee believes. Something about leave. Cousin. Leave something into cousin. Help. Cousin help. Open. Live. Open. Cousin help. Have. Help move in. Cousin help move in. Her husband. His. Moved in his. A couple. Evil. An evil couple. something happened there in this house. People believe that it's haunted. It says Lisa, Elise, something about cleanse home, move in. Cleanse home, move in. Now I do it. I cleanse home, I've done it before. I actually got the evil out too. Couple, happen, something about evil. They was doing evil. They come up over doing movies, bad movies in his house. Something about the phone. Something was seized. And somebody wants to give it to you. I'm telling you, it's where it looks like that. Companies, envy. Companies envy. Evil hope. What? Have hope. Companions. Okay, I get what you're saying. Something about companions. Something like that. How you spell companions. You be companions. He help unveil. He help you unveil. He help you unveil. It says piano. Gifts. Somebody's going to help you unveil your gifts. Somebody's in pain. They need help, though. Look, it's going to be like a trade-off. This person's older. Upheaval. That's crazy. It says upheaval. And I seen it saying it. Upheaval. Companies in pinch. BCEO. Something about a Leo did something. Clipped, spending. I don't know. They were spending something. The CEO, bad CEO. Something about spinal tap. I don't know. Mob. Heaviness. They're dying. Man, I'll tell you everything. They want you to have something. They want to leave it to you. Something's final. Final judgment. Final judgment. Pop made a final judgment and somebody kept you. Pop. Heaven. Your ancestors are at work. Heaven said. Cash. Heaven said shine. Heaven said shine. Shine on me. Gonna shine. Come on and shine. Live in a hotel, an inn. Take that as it resonates. Push in. Mine. Even. There's some kind of equal energy. Somebody's shy, and you're not. I'm telling you. It says amen. Somebody shy, you're not. Somebody, it says civil, something about a civil. Civil, somebody shame. He shame, blue. He shame, blue. Cop. Copies. Some kind of movies. So this cop copied these movies and was making money off of these movies. His copies up no van. They had no right to do any of this stuff to your life. None. Cop is his. Mine copy. What does that mean? Somebody's copy disappeared. Going through the grapevine. Somebody's been passing some kind of something around about you that's not. It's not. It's like an AI video. It's like some kind of AI video. It says insane. Insane. Blew up. Insane. Something blew up. Like, went viral. He, she move in. She move in pain. He moves in pain. Ha ha. VIP. Bounce. Balance. Balance. Balance something. It says Lance. Bash you. Bash you. Something about a chain. Someone hit somebody with a chain. Okay, so something about an X punching in, an X punching in, Excel. Somebody got lucky. They took some type of gamble. Lane, lie, slam, on, chin. A chain slammed on somebody's chin. Boxing glove, punching. Movies. Fight movies. I'm not sure what this is talking about, y'all. A bunch of movies. In a shame. Not sure. Chain. Punch. Chin. Shane. Okay. This is Shannon. A piece. Move in. Move in. Okay, it says niece. Move in. Okay, your niece got it. It says IOU because they were doing some kind of witchcraft or something. I'm telling you, happens that they happens shape left something leaves in some kind of condition. He's in a panic and leaves something in a bad condition. Move in, clean up, move in. Because this person didn't clean it up. They just moved in and used it. I move, you push it, push in. I'm pushover. I'm a pushover. Says something about a club. Clean up. Move in. That's what it's saying. Him, slave, him, slave. It says bean. It says him been slaving over something. He's ready to make you an offer. It says couple. I don't know why it's saying couple. Okay, let's just put couple out here and see what it says. Couple cops. Couple of cops. Couples. Save. Been saving up. Somebody's been saving up. I on him. I on him to do this. I'm human. Solve some type of problem that they see and they want to make the best of it. The highest good to keep you alive, to stay alive, and to keep so alive. Take that as it resonates, y'all. I think I'm going to finish this up. Something has been sealed. It's up to you. Something is up to you. Your final answer. It looks like no. Meals on help home. Meals at home. Eat meals at home. Whatever that means. Clean upon. Somebody wants you to help them, like, die pleasantly, okay? And they say, please, please, because they're going to die. They know they're going to die. And they say, please, please open up. Please open up and let them give you this offer. Comb. Easy, help. Somebody wants to help. Ask. No, I ain't asking. They had to bring it. Case closed. I ain't asking. Closed case. They just got to bring it. Now, I'm not asking them to bring it. They're going to have to do it on their own judgment between them and God. Aspen, Colorado. Hey, it's close to Aspen. That's what it says. Home. Something was just like left there because somebody didn't come in. It says sleep, peace. Sleep in peace. Sleep peacefully at this home. Make it a cozy place. That's crazy. Might be a sheep farm. Somebody can't do this work. I'm telling you. And you can. You got what it takes. It says heals me. Heals me. Muscle pain. Muscle pain. They might have been addicted to pills. Muscle pain. They might have been addicted to pain pills. They went somewhere, maybe where there's a sheep farm. Take what resonates, okay? And they found somewhere they want. I'm telling you, this person set something up for you to move to or something, somewhere for you to go. They want to squash something and just you move on onto your what you're meant to do in your spiritual path into the world. Okay, that's really what it's looking like. Like somebody's wanting to just put something to some type of end, and you move to your path that you're set on, and they want you to have this. This thing is just messed up. Lord mercy, y'all. I don't know what it's hitting. It's like hitting something. It's causing it not to stay on the balance. I have got to fix that. Anyway, y'all take what resonates, because that right there, man, that shit. Because I messed with this back part back here. They're really good and really good. I enjoyed it says exile. Exile. In exile. Music. Ooh, just musician. I swear it says all of this. Pop is musician. In exile. He can involve. He can help. Okay. Something about pain. Y'all, I swear it says all that. Y'all look at these letters when it's over with. Look at them again. It says that. Music, musician. I just don't want to turn that back down again or I'm not going to be able to recover it. You want me to try? Here it says music. Musical. Somebody made it says alone. He's alone. Need. There's somebody that need. This is about your dad, man. But this could be about an older person. I don't know. They need your help. Okay, take it what resonates. It says music and musical. Okay, above and beyond, since he his main school. Wants to start a school. SCHOOL in Maine. There's music school in Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina. This person may have a bunch of schools. This says something about Sicily and Chile. since she mean, he mean. Since there's somebody, Vince, he convinced she evil. This person they don't want this person there. He's convinced that she's evil. Ever since she's been there, that she's been mean. And then it says is, and something just fell to the floor. An in. His niece. Oh, this niece don't like, she's mean. He says that she's evil. He don't like her, and they're going to ask you to come. Because this person wants to enjoy the rest of their life. Whoever this, their caregiver, taking care of them, they prepared something for you to come take care of them, or whatever. And you're going to meet the love of your life. But whoever's taking care of them now is evil. It was a whole lie. It was a mask. It's a masquerade that they was putting on because they needed something. And then they got it. And now they're like, don't want to do the work for it. They don't want to, you know, spend any time with the person. They're mean to them. They're like, why do you know, like, why can't you do that? Because, you know, because they don't understand. But anyway, you're about to get an offer that's going to be a game changer. Y'all take that as a mate. I love that. I love that. Okay, a day. It says, wool blanket folded on his foot. On the wall over the bed hangs a skull with empty sockets and perfect teeth. Besides a shelf that bears variously yellowed copies of old books. The Magic Mountain, Gone Girl, Snowblind, The Last Duel, The Mill on the Floss. April 5th, 2021 evening. That's what it says. A mouse scurrying across the stone floor pauses with the whiskers twitching, and sensing nothing of interest, scurries away again. On a wall-mounted coat rack hang a stained suede jacket with fringe running along its sleeves, a brown leather belt, and faded black t-shirt that says Ramones over an image of what would once have been an eagle, holding its talons on a leafed branch, what might be a sword of a baseball bat. The bed has been neatly made with a striped wool blanket. This is some kind of famous person that is looking around at their life and they're saying, this is not for me. Like, I need... And they're feeling regret. I'm telling you, they feel very alone. And they're thinking about something, I guess about, this could be your dad, your uncle, I'm telling you, granddad, something like that. Somebody needs somebody there. And who they got there was a lie. It was somebody, it could have been one of your family members, like your niece. Got this free house, don't want to do the work for it, don't want to clean it up, keeps making a disaster of it. Making movies there. They're making movies with that house. It's going to get busted. Golly, that is amazing. Don't go breaking hearts. You're going to break their heart. You always step up, collective. That's just what you do. You the stepper upper. You the quicker picker upper. The brawny giant. The quicker picker upper. But you about to step right into your destiny. Are you ready? I am. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And all of it, you can just see the story. You can see it all, okay? But can't say nothing. Gotta let God just handle it and show you when and how and all that. Because there's going to be lies exposed. People are going to feel guilt. 144, they're going to feel shame and guilt for not trusting what you were telling them. Your family members and such. It says, release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Something that was meant for you, you did the work. 144, 444, y'all. You did the work, and someone else received it. by putting on a show. Well, their mask fell off, and somebody saw that that they was wearing a mask. Now you're going to get, and they're going to pay dearly. Golly. Anyway, I pray for their highest good. Hopefully they learned a lesson. That don't mess with an earth angel. You don't mess with an earth angel. It says, let it go. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Let it go. And leave the baggage behind for good. I told you, you're going to go for the new. This is like somebody wanting you to take care of them, but there's going to be somebody, there's going to be like a past present itself, and there's like, it looks like there's two pasts presenting itself, but there's going to be a brand new, because you're going to tell both of them past, thank you for bringing my shit back. And I told you, God always returns what was stolen from me. He always does. He's done it every time. I thought a pair of sunglasses was gone for 3 years, and boom, there they was, right back in my hand. Because somebody stole them. Somebody else just so happened to see them and picked them up and brought them and said, these are yours, ain't they? And I was like, yeah, there's my initial right there where I scratched it in these sunglasses that I had these sunglasses for 12 years, y'all. Amazingly, I found them at a car auction, a Jaguar. I found them in a Jaguar. They were like, man, they were so cool, like movie star glasses. But I don't wear real big, huge glasses. I don't like that. These were like they were kind of like this big, and they were kind of oval shaped, and they had like a purplish lens on them. They were the perfect glasses. They weren't the thick oval shape. You know how some of them got that thick oval shape around them? They were like something sort of like this, but a little smaller. Like it was like more in the shape of... I could see perfect with them glasses, though. Like they gave me x-ray vision or something. It's crazy, because I got astigmatism. So I could wear them indoors and outdoors. They were awesome, most awesome glasses I ever had, ever. The arm fell off of it, and I put it back on there and mended it. Then that fool stole my glasses. He's an idiot. You know, all this shit goes on when I'm helping people. It's crazy. Like when I say, okay, well, let me go out here and help some folks. You know, be a service. Every single time when I'm helping, every time we'll fucking grab that knife. I don't know why. I hate you for the fact that you're able to help with nothing, and they got stuff, and they need your help. I guess they envy that. I don't know. Y'all take that as resonates. That's messaging all of this. Everything I say, do, everything. There's no coincidence, okay? There's a message in all of it. Everything that goes on in here. The bird acting like a fool. He might be screaming, message. Who knows what he's talking about, though? He hangs upside down. He thinks he's a bat sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I guess this is the end of the message. What do you want me to say? Y'all, if this resonates with y'all hit that bell notification. Exactly. Look, let's hit some more of that. Now he's dancing. Oh, JEANBEAN's a musician, ain't she? She got it in her blood somewhere. Look here, I even almost mastered this, y'all. Wait. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Y'all stay shining now, you hear? This party is too cool. Do you want to take a walk? He says, what are you? She said, looking at his costume up and down. Shasha, Uchika? I don't know what that says. Sasuke He said he was wearing khaki shorts with leggings under them, a half-zip dark fleece that had cut at the elbow, a headband, and some elaborate bindings and wraparounds his arms and wrists. It says, I'll send you a personal neutro and shipment mixes, he said. Perfect winter viewing when the weather sucks. Somebody wearing a costume. Somebody's wearing a costume of like a superhero. Okay. It says, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, he said. She didn't know what to say to that. It was true. I kept trying to find you, but it's packed. It says, you didn't answer my emails or texts. Sorry, that sounded needy. It says, can I help you with a personal question? It says, Felix nodded, guiding her beyond the party's remnants out into the cold blue night. The streetlights were orange on the side of the town, and a few people had decorated for the holiday with string lights wrapped around porches, and one house with a 7-foot-tall ghost wailing and watching all comings and goings with glittery red eyes. Something about Halloween. Could be something to do with Scorpio, y'all. Remember, I kept telling y'all something to do with Scorpio. Okay? Maybe wanting to give you something from the past. Yes, that could be a brother or anything like that, okay? Okay, anyway, niece. It says, why are you looking for the Professor Collins? He cleared his throat. Anna offered him her arm. He looped his own through it. The breeze played with Felix's costume, making him seem big. 7 years ago, on May 17th, I died. Page 222. Then it goes to chapter 21. Some kind of collaboration. It looks like a beginnings of a partnership, of a friendship, partnership that may move into something more. But someone died on May 17th. I died before. Just saying. It was an excellent experience. The coming back was the hard part. It's off. Look, it says something to do with your writing, teaching, healing, being a healer, spiritual leader, writings. God dang. If I had all my writings, y'all, this place would be full of notebooks. People steal my shit. Y'all wouldn't believe it. It's crazy how people steal my damn, just my thoughts. I'll just jot shit down like I do. You see, y'all see how crazy my notebooks are. This shit, I got notes on like all kinds of like my old mail. And it's the mind of a, oh no, gifted. I can't even explain it. If you know, you know. But there's all kinds of just stuff written down. All of this. I got notebooks put up that are just sitting there. Stuff everywhere. People steal my poems. They steal my thoughts. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, what you want my damn scribbly shit for? You know, because I be scribbling. I got terrible shit. You know, it's funny because I used to be like, trying to perfect my signature. I try to perfect it when I was young, you know, because I'm a real scribbly writer, okay? I scribble writer, okay? I scribble everything and use it real small. Like, I could make a whole page. I could damn near write an entire book on one page of paper. Because I write it scribbly and small, and I know what it says. Nobody else does. Okay? Like, I write code or something. I don't know. But anyway, but I would try to perfect how I'd want my signature to look. How do I want my signature to look? And then when I got married, and I would do it would perfect in that. But when I got married to my second husband, and I'm carrying the name still, for some reason, I made my signature almost a scribble. I mean, like it goes like a. I mean, it almost looks like a whole line of scribble. You can see the capital letters. You can tell it says what it says. People can read it, but it looks like a big old scribble. It's almost like I just don't identify with that name in any kind of way. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's like that name has held me back. Like his family was the cursed one, and I carried it for him or something. It's crazy. But ever since I had that name, my life has just been shit. Okay, and I wanted to see about getting my name changed. Because his last name is pretty much says the Mason. Thom Mason. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but anyway, it really resonates with me, and I don't know. I've asked about taking the steps to get the name changed back. Yeah, he's still alive, and I've asked to get the name changed, and it takes steps. I should have done it when I got divorced, but I had other reasons why I kept it, because all of my government stuff was in that name, and I was grieving all that. It was crazy, okay? Lots of stuff was going on at that time too, but I really want to take that name off of me. That's when the JEANBEAN really hit, because I don't like the last name. I don't. Anyway, here's a prayer from my little tiny pocket Bible. It says, God be merciful to me, a sinner. I believe Christ died for me, and that his precious blood will cleanse me from all my sins. By faith, I now receive the Lord Jesus Christ into my heart as my Lord and Savior, trusting him for the salvation of my soul. Help me, Lord, to do thy will each day. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen, y'all. Y'all stay goated. If y'all was entertained, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is all alleged. If you like my storytelling, let me know. If you want to donate it to YouTube, it's in me. It's got rubies and super chat, and I got the super thanks stickers, and I got, for me, JEANBEAN, it's Cash App $ANGELMOON6237. I'll get it directly, and I don't have to wait for YouTube to decide when they want to give it to me. You're very welcome. Yes, thank you. Baby's awake. I'll see you on the flip side. Hold on.